Welcome, everyone. It's my first time in Raleigh. Never been before, and quite an interesting city. Had some good food. Hope everyone is feeling good. My name is Kunal. I work as a senior developer advocate at Cost AI. I've been involved in communities for a while now. A lot of speakers who are here on the stage have more experience than my age. So I'm 26, which is always humbling. But anyway, what we're going to talk about today is the future of AI in open source. So imagine you wake up and you review some pull requests that were made overnight, and one of them was written by an AI assistant. And you were just sleeping, and you wake up, and now there's a PR. It's very clean, well-structured. All the tests are passing. Everything is looking good. Nothing, no such red flags. So do you merge it, or do you hold back? Quick show of hands. Few people are raising hands. That is interesting. So speaking of open source, it's always been about collaboration, right? And when we talk about collaboration, we talk about communication. But now our collaborators are not just people around the world. These are also intelligent systems that we are working with. This is a survey from Stack Overflow, which says that around 76% of developers responded that they are already using or planning to use AI coding tools. Linux Foundation also did a survey. They do quite a lot of those, so you can find that online. That showed that, this is interesting, 94% of open source organizations now use generative AI for automation, documentation, or code generation. So the chances are that any library you used maybe last week that you downloaded probably has a little bit of AI behind it. And developers using AI Assistant, this was a stat that was mentioned at GitHub Universe. GitHub, obviously, a very big platform, so they have these sort of like stats, which mentioned that they finish tasks about like 55% faster on average. So the question is, like, if AI can write code, it can review code, it can create code, what do I do? Where do I fit in? Are the communities going to shrink as these algorithms take over? Do I just find a different role? Do I just, retire? I mean, I'm too early to, sorry, I don't know why I said that. I'm 26. I need a job. But for other people, like, do we just retire from tech? I think that's what I was trying to get at. There was a very interesting slide before about Andrew Ng. He's a really cool guy. He mentions that telling people not to learn how to code is going to go down as the worst career advice in history. He has this interview online. You can take a look at this. And I quite resonate with this because when something becomes easier to do, more people do it. So I personally believe the whole narrative around AI replacing engineers, I don't think that's true, and I'm very happy to see that others resonated with that as well. Some also worry about that some newcomers might skip the learnings or the basics just because now they can ask AI all the answers. Some experienced contributors might be like, I'm going to burn out reviewing all these endless machine-generated code, and now all the legal and security concerns as well. So the other question is, if a developer accepts these suggestions, coming to my first question, they just accept whatever the AI is suggesting, merges the request, and then something happens in terms of there's a vulnerability that is caused by an AI suggestion. So who gets blamed for that? Another point is who gets credit for any clever optimizations that have been written by ChatGPT. So these are challenges, but the answer is not pull back or treat AI as the enemy. And just like open source embraced the internet despite the early fear of chaos, Lachlan was sharing a story, which was a cool picture. I thought it was AI generated. I've never seen that picture, but AI is getting pretty cool, pretty good at that. I think we can handle AI by sticking to our core values. For open source, this is transparency, collaboration, and community-driven innovation. So rather than asking, is AI going to replace developers, how about we ask, how can AI help developers and maintainers do more of what they love? Think about all the stuff you don't want to do. Let's say there's you're triaging issues, you're writing the same unit tests again and again, you're updating dependencies, you're fixing typos in documentations. These are all the things that are necessary but quite draining. And AI is great at this kind of work. As we saw, like as part of the surveys, a lot of projects are already doing that. So humans can focus on architecture, they can focus on problem solving. I mean, there's so many problems in the world, cancer research and whatnot, and there's so many stuff that we need to work on. So if AI can write tests for me, if AI can help write docs for me, why not? So yeah, documentation, long-standing pain point when it comes to open source. If you are an open source maintainer, you're not getting contributors, take a look at it, documentation. Probably it could use some work, but obviously there's never enough good documentation. You can always iterate upon it. So that's another aspect to it. Even community support. At our company, where I work, Cast AI, in our Slack channel, we have an AI assistant. And it is surprisingly actually really good. Like it answers all the technical questions, and people I see reply, oh yeah, thanks, that worked. So that has been quite interesting to see. And also AI can lower the barrier of entry for new contributors. So not everyone has years of coding experience. I mean, I graduated, 2022. A lot of my friends are from all over the world. They don't speak good English, both of which matter quite a lot in open source. So when we talk about collaboration, we talk about communication. We talk about empathy, we talk about communication, how you communicate with people, how you communicate with machines. So I think AI can help with that as well. And for organizations, some of the smartest organizations will be hiring more developers to leverage AI, not fewer. Because have you heard of this term called 10x engineer? So this is a quote that I really like by Kelsey Hightower. He said that a 10x engineer is not someone who just works 10 times better than everyone else. A 10x engineer is the type of person who makes 10 other people better than they were before. So yeah, completely agree with that. And also maintainers of popular projects. I mean, they have always guided human contributors. When my first contribution was the Kubernetes Java client by Red Hat middleware. And my mentors, they were just super awesome. I was just a random contributor, and they were like, okay, you can do this, you can do that, work on these issues, and then so on and so forth. But I think soon they're going to be the ones guiding semi-autonomous bots or these AI assistants that are opening these pull requests. It may sound futuristic, but it's already happening. AI agents are writing part of the code, even creating PRs on their own. Oh. I think you clicked on the, oh. Yeah? It's not moving for me. Okay, moving now. Cool. Where was I? That's the slide. So this means that our governance needs to evolve. So communities I've seen are evolving norms around adding AI authored label to pull requests that have been made with significant AI help. And similarly, how we sign off commits these days, transparency, I think, is key and essential. We're also going to spend less time typing the boilerplate and more time asking, does this scale well? Is this the best algorithm? Does the AI miss any edge cases? Those are exactly the kind of things that humans do best when freed from routine work. And picture an official AI assistant for your project, trained on its own codes, on own documentation, and a newcomer can just come and ask questions about that project. Lastly, to keep open source thriving in an AI-driven world, we have to make sure that AI itself stays open and accessible. So if some of the best models in the world are, and tools are locked behind corporate APIs, open source developers can be left with weaker assistants, which kind of creates like an inequality. There was a leaked board memo that said that, I'm just going to simplify it, that why would people pay so much for proprietary LLM projects when you can get the same sort of performance from open source models? And yeah, the next era, I'm very excited. So it's where I believe humans and AI build together. I think if we stay true to our values of openness, trust, and collaboration, I'm not worried about AI replacing us. I think it's just going to amplify us. And the future, I would say, isn't set. I think it's for us to create. So with our hearts, algorithms, hands, empathy, communication, and community, we build it together. So I wouldn't worry about it. I think AI and humans will go together hand in hand. Cool, thank you. I will be here to do a chat with a really awesome person. and it will be live discussion, so you can join in. And yeah, cool, thank you.